Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. No fishing this weekend, so got a few people ask us if I can do some form of video or blog for people who are trying to get into fishing, who haven't fished before. So I apologise now for all the people who do fish. It's to target the ones who don't fish, want to fish, and the younger members as well. Because what we need, more tackle boxes, less X boxes. Right, let's start then. What we're going to need, rod and reel would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Reels. Right. Multiplier reel. Can be a pain in the arse. This is a Penmag 4 515. They are easy to use, and they're even more easier to bird's nest. And that's a whole nother level, believe you me, especially at night. From the other scale, we have the fixed spool. This is the Penn Tidal XT 8000. 8000 is meaning the size of the reel. You can get 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 9, 10, 50s as well. I've only ever had 8000, like 6, 7, 8000. Got a cover on it to stop it all spooling off. Some of the reels have like a line clip on them, but I don't like using it because it kinks your line. With my reels, use 18 to 20 pound main line with 18 to 80 pound shock leader. You need a shock leader on because when you're casting, you have a crack off. 9 out of 10, you sinker and you weight stuff goes that way. But some people pendulum cast, there's a bring it around, it'll crack off, smack somebody in the head, deed, gone. And none of us want that. Right, rods. For a beginner, I'd say 12 to 13 foot rod. But there again, all depends where you want to fish. If you're fishing a pier, you can have a small rod, 10 foot, 9, 10 foot rod. Ideal, just to make sure there's mics on. Because this is the second time you're doing this because the mics failed. Right, rods. If you're fishing a pier, 9, 10 foot rod, more than adequate. Beach, rock marks, cliff marks, 12 to 13 foot rod. Personally, I use a 14 foot 4. Right, rods I use, the original Rhino Power Match, 14 foot 4. I've also got a Zurkon XT Lite, 14 foot 4. I've got a Zurkon XT 435 GT, once again, 14 foot 4. I've got a Ron Thompson Accelerator, 13 something it is. Got little bass rods. I've got a Shakespeare Agility, 14 foot, again. But for the beginner, I'd say a 12 to 13 foot. The equipment, what you're going to need. I think this will be a good start. Let's have a look. Sinkers. Right. Get 2 types of sinker. You can get plain bottom one. Easy as that. Plain sinker. You can get a sinker with grippers in. All depends on the ground where you're fishing. If you're fishing rough ground, I'll use one of them. Otherwise, if you use one of them, you're going to get snagged up and you're going to lose your gear. If you are fishing rough ground, definitely use one of them. and use a rotten bottom. Basically what it is, I'll tell you later on about the rotten bottom. You can get all different sizes of sinkers as well. 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 5 ounce, 6 ounce, 7 ounce, 8. But round our coast, 5 to 6 ounce sinker is good enough. Unless you've got a good swell on, I'd bang an 8 on. Chop leader. I use the tapered chop leader. Now you can see that. I think that's 18. No, it's £20 to £80. That tapered, so it goes from thin to fat. On these, you get 15 meters, which is 5 lengths. You basically get 5 shot leads out of it. I have 2 rolls of that in my box. Right, rods. Let's show you the rods that I use. Doesn't mean you've got to buy these rods, but it's what I use. I've customized mine. There you go. Pit yachter fishing. Once again there you go. Pit yachter fishing by Sean the Pro and Wiley. I have my reels on the bottom, but when you go out, they're normally fixed to so far up the rod. Just try it from up there first. Don't like it, you can always move it down to the bottom. Other equipment, what you're going to need. Rigs would be a good shot, wouldn't it? Right, you're just scratching about. Little dabs and stuff like that. I use a 2-hook boom rig. Bloody big one, this. There you go, put in on the bottom. Got 2 wire twists with 2 traces coming off them. And I use a 1/0. See that, a 1/0 worm hook. And it's got on the shank reverse barb on it. Oh, the bugger, sharp. Got reverse barb on it. And when you're using worm bait, it stops the worm sliding back down and masking your hook. That's a scratching rig. I like to call it, I'm all tangled up, bloody hell, man. I like to call it the desperation rig if I'm blanking. The other one is the good old faithful pulley pennel rig. Good old faithful pulley pennel rig. Called a pulley pennel rig. It moves about. Hence, like that. The idea is that when you get a fish on it, it pulls your lead off the bottom. Then you get the snags. Right, you pull your pennel down onto the rotor clip. Once you cast it out, water hits it, boom, releases. You pull your pennel. You've got your main hook, which is that big bugger. Then you've got your pennel hook. Normally, pennel hook is a circle hook. Maybe 4, 5, maybe 6 or circle hook. 9 times out of 10, when you catch your fish, it's going to get hooked on that circle hook. Once it's on the circle hook, it's not getting off. Not always the case, but mostly. Another rig what I use. Wait a minute. Put it there, it's going to tangle on that is. Another rig what I use, up and over. Basically it is what it says. Up and over. You've got your main trace there. That's your main trace there, right? That there is your hook length. It's attached to the rotor clip. I use a single hook on mine. Sometimes use a pulley, like a pedal hook on it as well. The idea of it comes up, comes up to the genie clip type thing, comes over, then back down to your lead. The idea of it hits the water, pump releases from the top, releases, and that's your full length of your trace. So your sink is over here somewhere, your bait's over here. Because some fish are finical, if the nose are lead there, they won't touch your bait. So that's why we have a long trace. Back into there. Get that up there. I'll pop up that way so I don't bloody stand on it and get a hook in my toe. We don't want that, do we? No, we don't. Right, other equipment. Rod stand. As you can see there, that's my rod stand. I use two different types. I use the single one, and I use a double one, what you see in the corner. I'll get it out for you. This is the Agios Sea Legs. The double-headed one. You've got your double cups on the bottom. That's if you're going to fish with two rods. Firstly, you're starting out, I'd stick with one rod. You can get 2-piece rods, 3-piece rods, 4-piece, 5-piece, 6-piece rods. It all depends what type of fishing you're going to do. Equipment, also other equipment you're going to need. Clothing. It can get bloody cold on that coast, on the beach and on the pier. So shop around, go to your tackle shop, your local tackle shop. You've got quite a few in Hartlepool there. Got one in Sunderland, North East Tackle, Gary Pye, very knowledgeable. Go and have a chat with him and he'll put you in the right direction. So the North East Tackle down in Hartlepool. We've got Zultron Sports on the headland. Really good people in there, know the stuff. Clothing wise, when I go out, sometimes coming into darkness, so I wear a thermal top, t-shirt, jumper, and a hoodie. Waterproof clothing as well. Decent set of wellies, studs on them, so you don't slip on the rocks and then up on your arse, or even worse, in the water. When you go into a mark, go and check your mark out. Go and do a recce on it. Go to a recce at low water and at high water. Go to low water so you can see if there's any snags, any gullies where the fish are going to collect, anything like that. And at high water, see how far the tide comes up. Last thing you want, going fishing, and you're getting washed off the beach. You're stuck. Oh, Coast Guard. Not a thing to do. Embarrassing, and they'll just take you, not your gear. They'll leave your gear there. Right, other equipment, what you need. Oh yes, the good old beer. Comes a little nice handy tub. It's not a waterproof tub. It's a nice handy tub that goes in. Baitex, absolutely brilliant stuff. I had one last year, lasted me 18 months, and I'm out fishing every single weekend, and I do use it quite a bit. Also, what we have here in my little box. What do we have here in my little box? Line for making rigs on your mark. Fish measure. You don't want to be taking undersized fish. Keep taking undersized fish, there's going to be no left. Hook puller. When the hook's in and you can't get out your fingers. Now use a hook puller like that. It's got a little hook on it. See it? Or good old trusty pair of pliers. And Nice little decent pair of scissors. And mostly, set the scale. Let's see how heavy your fish is. That's the little things I take with me. Sometimes you use them, sometimes you don't use them. Also, what do you need? Well, one time fillet knife. Always make sure it's sharp. If you try to fillet a fish, slip, you're going to cause yourself some bloody damage. Make sure it's sharp. Ooh, that needs a bloody good clean. Right. Baiting needles. I made myself a little tube. I went to Plumbers. That's for a bit of tube. End caps. And that's where I store all my baiting needles what I need. But all various amounts of baiting needles and shepherd's crooks and stuff like that. I'll take them out, can't get them bloody in. So it stops them rattling around in your box, you're not going to lose them. Good idea, I think. What else? What else? Yes, if you're fishing at night, you are going to need some form of head torch. This one is bloody bright. For 3 seconds on it. It is bright. It is a clue light, headlight. Bit weirdy. You can get smaller ones, but I like this one because it lights the whole bloody beach up. But that's one of the main things what you're going to need. I wouldn't go out and buy all your name brand stuff and everything like that because it might not be for you. What I've got, what I went and bought, is a cheap little Mackie setup. Go outdoors, 15-20 quid. The telescopic rod. I don't know what size it is actually. That's a 12 foot. Yeah, that's a 12-foot rod. And that'll cost from 50 grams to 150 grams. So you'll be able to hide decent weight out without some bait on it. I use this for Mackie fishing with feathers. That's the easiest way to start if you think you're going to like get something like that to start with. Nice and light to carry. And this one's full of scales. That's what I meant on the reels when you've got a line clip like that. I don't like using them because it tends to knock your line. Well, this is my opinion anyway. Also, what you're going to need: rig wallet. A rig wallet. A rig wallet to carry your rigs about. This one's tiny size one. You can see quite a few pockets in there, all different various rigs. Don't make the mistake I used to make. Shed loads of rigs with what you don't need. You only need a couple of each rig. Then on the other side, show you it. The other side, I've got my hooks. Different size hooks. From 1 oars up there, I think there's 8 oars in there. The other side, I've got my terminal tackle. Got them from Trident. You've got your Thermalinks, your roto clips, rock and bottom system. I'll get back to that one in a bit. More hooks. If you can't make your own rigs, you can buy them fully made. Any tackle shop will do them. Or if you know lads what are fishing, they'll probably smack them. Trident tackle do start right rig bodies. This is the main part of your rig. Right. That part there will go into your sinker, Thermalink. That there will attach onto your like your hook line. And up there will attach onto your main line. Hence, so that's like that. Your sinker's there, and your hook line's there. It doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be massive at all. But that's one of the ways to do it, or watch a few videos on YouTube or whatever. And I'll show you how to make your rigs. When you make your own rigs, put your costs down. Put your costs down. Sorry, talk now. Yeah, cut your costs down. What else you're going to need? Footwear, from that. Reels, rods, rod stands, waterproofs. What else? What else? Right, rail bags. Doesn't have to be a named one. You can spend a lot of money on a rail. Protect it. Protect it. That'll go into your box. I'll show you my box. You can get big boxes, little boxes. That there is my box there. Yeah. Don't forget, guys. Put that up properly. The bigger your box you get, the more crap you put in it. What's got to carry it. Also, when you go fishing, bait. Various types of bait you can use. Feeder crab, ragworm, lugworm, whiteworm, mussel, squid, prawn. You can do combinations as well. Bluey. You can do lots of different combinations to try and get your fish. And another thing, take your crap down to the beach, take your crap back with you. Always take your shit home. All you want to leave is footprints and memories when you go fishing. What else? What else can I tell you about it? Not a lot I can really tell you. Apart from when you go out, it's not a chore. Relaxing. You might not relax when you first go out. Go down to the pier, go down to the beach, watch your lads fishing, see how they're casting, see what they're using. Like you say, you don't have to buy big brands. You can have a look on the marketplace. You can get a full setup, box, rod stand, everything with it. 100, maybe 300 for 400 quid. All depends what your budget is. Also, keep yourself safe when you go fishing. That's the most important thing. It's good for you, good for the old mental health as well. Really good for mental health. You're out in the open, you get fresh air in your lungs. When you go out with the buddy fishing, you can talk about out, not off limits. Put the world to rights. Everybody else's fault by yours. It's a good thing. What else? Gloves. Just get cold out there. Take some decent gloves. I've always got a spare set of glasses in my box. Always. Blind as a bat I am. Blind as a bat. Years ago, I stood there, spread a hook in. Nowadays going when I'm doing my hooks. Went through that kit. That's more or less. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments. If I can answer them, I'll try and answer them. if you get any gear and you want to go out for a session, send us a message. I fish all over the place. There's loads of marks on the northeast coast, Northumberland, Canterbury West with the smooth hound, thornback rays, bulls. There's a lot of fish out there to catch. Cod, whitey, pollock. The list's endless. Smooth hound, thornback rays, small-eyed rays. It's the best thing about sea fishing. You never know what you're gonna get. You might not get out. There again, you might have watched all the busman's already. You could be catching all day bloody long. But the thing is, get out and enjoy yourself. That is what it's all about. Enjoying yourself. There's days you'll go and you're blank. I do. Quite a bit actually. It's art fishing. That's why it's called fishing and not called catching. What I'll do at the end of the video, I'll put some pictures up of some of the baits what you can use. Get from any tackle shop. Most tackle shops. Sometimes you need to phone up and order it. But you can use anything really. Fish baits is good. Mackerel, bluey, pilchards, stuff like that. All catches your fish. All catch your fish. If that fish is coming along, like the look of your bait, likes the taste of it, bump, go and have it. Simple as easy as that. And you'll be buzzing when you catch your fresh fish. Doesn't matter how big it is, as long as it's a fish. Well, I think that's going to be about it. Wrap this up. Went through the rigs, rig wallets, reels, rods, stands, clothing, headlight, warm gear. That's about it. Today the video is coming to you from the fishing room. So I'm not out this weekend. Thought I'd do just a little short video and an insight about fishing. The people who don't fish, want to fish, don't know how to go about it. Got a question, drop it in the comments. Try my hardest. There's no right way and there's no wrong way of doing it. People say, oh, you're not doing that right, you're not doing that right. Do what suits you. If it works for you, keep on doing it. When I go, I see people with different tactics and I try and do them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's one of them things. I think that's about it. There's not a lot to tell you for a beginner. Stay safe. Stay safe. If you can, when you go fishing, go with a buddy. Try not to go on your own. Or if you do go on your own, tell somebody where you're going. Tell somebody when you're due back. Just in case. God forbid it happens, you fall off the pier or fall off the rocks or something. That's why you always go with a buddy so it can help you out, help each other out. The buddy system. Can't really tell you much more from in the fishing room. It'd have been better if I was out on the pier. I'd been able to go through a lot more better with you. But as it happens, I'm not. So, I mean, I've got various rods I use. Big ones, little bass rods. I've even got a little tiny lure rod, 2.1 meters, 4-piece. Ideal for the lure rods, like lure fishing for bass and coley and pollock, stuff like that. I hope this has helped you out. Like it says, got any questions, write them down. Like, share, subscribe. It all helps. I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. I'm getting 100 subscribers now. The more we get, the better the channel's going to be. Like, share, and subscribe. Get it further afield. And that's about it. If you're out, tight lines, take care of yourself. Don't forget mental health. Don't suffer in silence. Talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. Mate, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. Just don't suffer. Don't suffer in silence. I'd rather you phone me up, even at stupid o'clock in the morning. Phone's always on, kettle's always on. Want to pop on for a brew, use a bell, I'll get the kettle on, we'll have a chat. Don't suffer in silence. There's no need to know. Right. I'm going to call it there. And if you're out on the pier or the beach, I'll see you there. Got a question, write it down in the comments. Speak to you later, guys. Bye.